Next up will be Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. I mean, you obviously won't be able to notice because I'm just gonna fucking jump to it. But I gotta probably go to work soon, and I might do it tomorrow. Probably not tonight. We'll see. We'll see. So today is now May 23rd, 2019. I'm gonna check out Scott Pilgrim vs. the World on the movie version. I'd like to check out the book version soon. That'd be kind of cool. But I was having a little bit of thoughts of the caca catcher, and I gotta be completely honest. I mean, like, everyone makes mistakes. Everyone is doing something that they don't realize that they shouldn't be doing. So, I mean, it's just obviously, like, you know what I mean? It's embarrassing. I mean, who hasn't been embarrassed? Who hasn't, you know what I mean, like, fallen before? You know, hopefully this guy can get up. With that being said, hopefully he can take a laugh. Hopefully he can take a laugh. Because if he can't take a laugh, he's fucked. But, yeah, this is the Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. Why did I watched it? I don't know why I watched this so much. I couldn't. I mean, Michael Cera is fucking. I love Michael Cera. He's a great actor. I mean, he obviously always can only ever play the kid for the most part, or the teenager. Even though he's fucking probably 30 or 40 by this point. I think he's in his late 30s. Or maybe his mid 30s. I'm not sure. But no, I mean, he does a fantastic job. I mean, I would say almost all the time. I mean, I can't really think of a time where. Sorry for fucking clearing my voice so much. So, I mean, I don't know what the fuck I was even saying. Just essentially, I mean, I haven't really seen anything with Scott Pilgrim being bad. I mean, I've seen him in a number of films. I just can't remember a lot of them. I mean, Superbad being one of them, obviously. You have Arrested Development. I didn't watch new stuff for Arrested Development, but I mean, he's pretty much played a similar character. But I mean, this one. You know, you see a transform of a character. You know what I mean? That little shy, naive, stupid kid turning into, coming of age. It's a coming of age story. I mean, isn't that what Mallrats? I mean, a lot of them are just coming of age. It's just there's lessons to learn. I mean, typically there's a fucking lesson to learn. I mean, why the fuck would you? I don't know, maybe there's no message in some films. That'd be fucking crazy. I'm sure there are. Someone's like, this one has no message, but it's great, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess while I'm watching it, I'll tell you why. I mean, I think it's definitely that cult. It didn't really do that well in the theaters. I remember they were giving out free tickets for Scott Pilgrim. That's how I got to see it. And I might have. I don't think I paid for it. I mean, there was no point. But yeah, it didn't do too well in cinemas, but I mean, the video game itself. I don't know if that. I think that video game is not even accessible anymore. But that video game is fucking. I mean, the soundtrack alone was dope as fuck. Excuse me. Well, one of the songs I've written, that I've co-written because one of my buddies appears on it, is very inspired by that 8-bit track, that 8-bit soundtrack for that video game. I mean, it's the video game that beat 'em up was fucking. It's great. It's a fucking great ass game. In this movie, it does a very good job. I mean, I would have to obviously read the book all the way through to know what the changes are. Yeah, I think the shootings fucking. I mean, just everything. I just think the director. I can't remember his name right now. It doesn't even fucking. I mean, it'll say it's just. Yeah, I'll see in a sec. I just can't remember. It's a pretty prominent director. Yeah, I'm gonna have to I'll have to wait until it's fucking on. But I mean, this is enough dialogue, I guess, before fucking even talking about or seeing the movie. I mean, today. I'm just, you know what? I'm gonna confess. This is my first time ever watching this film. I don't even know. what's gonna happen. I never watched Mallrats either. I'm not even a big Kevin Smith fan. I don't even know who that guy is. Vil was just trying to force me to talk about comic books. I don't know. I don't like any of this stuff. You know what I like? I like nothing. That's what I like. In all honesty, though, I mean, I even watched like all the fucking commentary to this fucking movie. Like, I mean, I was so invested in the movie. I literally watched like there was like I think 2 or 3 different ones. I think there's one with some of the cast like there's like the main cast interview or the whatever the fuck I forget the hell they're called commentary. Then you got the small cast commentary. And then I think there's like the director's commentary. I think Michael Cera still features in that one. I think he features in 2 out of the 3, I believe. Yeah, but I mean, I all the fucking actors, all the actresses. I mean, the movie. If I see something wrong with it, I'll talk about it. But overall, I mean, this is a movie I probably could watch time and time again. I mean, the message is pretty clear. I mean, one big thing is that everyone's got a past, and you gotta accept it and deal with it. Sometimes, obviously, deal with it immensely. I mean, and also, I mean, like obviously, it deals with jealousy, jadedness. I mean, like plenty of these ex-boyfriends are just jaded that they're not with this girl that they want to be with. I mean, there's plenty of hot girls to go around, man. That's all I gotta say. I have another statement. I think anyone who listens to music doesn't get it. I also want to add the music for this. The music to this movie is very. I mean, I fucking love it a lot. I believe most of it's written by Beck. But there's a particular track. I think it's by. Fuck. I can't. It's in the very beginning. There's something in the boys or whatever. They make really, really quick punk songs. I thought that, I mean, I don't know, man. Like, if I could make, like, I don't know if I'd want to, obviously, like, only exclusively make songs that short, but, like, to make, like, literally a less than a minute song, and it's just, like, filled with power. I mean, that would be fucking amazing. I also would always like to do fucking some, like, I mean, this is off topic now, but like some Typo Negative shit would be awesome. Like 8-minute, 11-minute, fucking 15-minute, whatever. But I digress on that. The soundtrack is awesome. When the song plays, I'll fucking probably look it up and listen to it and probably smoke to it. But yeah, good soundtrack. Alright, so I watched all the deleted scenes, and now I'm already like 21 minutes and 44 seconds into the actual movie itself. I mean, the deleted scenes are about like 27 minutes long. I definitely like this cut. The final cut, I think, is like the best. I mean, they could have added maybe some of the others. I mean, deleted scenes were deleted scenes for a reason, I feel. So, about at the end of the day. But obviously, some people will be like, they're gonna be a director's cut. Like, for example, Daredevil, the movie, the director's cut, it's not so romance driven. They actually put that shit on the back burner. While you focus more on Daredevil himself. I want to pick that shit back up. That'd be cool. I gotta pick up some actual fucking comics and review those. I mean, comic book wise, the only thing I could potentially like actual review, like talk about. I mean, I've already talked about Marvel Zombies and stuff, but to actually like read the first, second, and returns, I don't think I got Army of Darkness. I had it at one point, but it probably skyrocketed. So. Long story short, when you buy shit, you should never sell it. Most likely don't sell it unless you really don't need it, unless you really don't want it. Otherwise, just don't pack it away and just forget about it. Because maybe you'll want it one day, like 10 years, 20 years, 2 years, 2 months. But tomorrow, immediately after you sell it. I mean, I didn't feel that way myself when I was selling a lot of this shit. And I call it shit because I guess I'm an idiot. It actually isn't shit. I'm playing also Pokemon Let's Go Eevee, I think. I might have mentioned that. I just beat Misty. So it's essentially just blue. It's like Pikachu or the yellow version, but like you can use Eevee, and I would prefer Eevee over fucking Pikachu because Pikachu is just one type and he just turns into Raichu, and I know he's the mascot of Pokemon, but Eevee on the other hand, so many things it can turn into. I'm hoping for either an Espeon or an Espeon or Umbreon. Those are my favorite evolutions for Eevee. Though Vaporeon is pretty dope too. I mean, I think all of the evolutions are dope looking. My favorite would be Espeon or Umbreon. It's also a female Eevee, so that's fine. I always liked that idea that they added the female male, and they also started adding like I mean not that they just started. It's been going on for a little bit, but they the various alternate forms if you're a male or female, and then there's also like these other forms like Aloha or Lola or whatever. I forgot the fuck. It's like I don't remember. I didn't play some of the games just because a lot of them. I don't know. It took me out of it because I just felt like obviously it's for kids. Obviously, I mean the artwork is obviously for kids, but I mean like through and throughout, it's blue version, red version, or yellow, or specifically yellow version. But in 3D. I mean they changed a little bit of the layouts. I'm sure they changed this and that about it. Yeah, like for example, like I mean, I was able to. You can catch a Bulbasaur in the wild; they're rare, but I mean, I caught one of those, and also you can, if you wanted to, you have like if you catch like 30 Pokemon. I think it's like 30 different Pokemon, or I'm not sure if it's just 30 Pokemon in general, or catch. I don't remember, but and then also with Charmander, it's like in the same area. But it's 50 instead of 30. So, I mean, I imagine you're going to do, like, you'll probably get about 30 and then go and pick up that Bulbasaur. Even though I already have one, it'd be kind of cool to have, dude, it'd be dope to have, like, 2 Venusaurs, whatever. And then, go down to pick up your third badge. And, I mean, through the riding the boat and also, getting the badge, like, you'll probably pick up, I don't know if you'll pick up about 50, but maybe I imagine there might be about 50 by that point. I'm just slightly under 30. I know that if you catch them, then if you can keep on catching the same Pokemon, and I don't really want to keep catching the same Pokemon. I don't mind evolving Pokemon, but when you catch like the evolved form, then there's no point. Like for example, you got Caterpie turning into Metapod, or Weedle turning into Kakuna. Once when you like in the one forest, I forgot what the fuck it's called, but the very very beginning. I really don't remember the forest at this time, but I'm thinking Viridian, but it's not. But anyway, you can catch obviously the pre-form, either Weedle or Caterpie, and then etc. etc. You know, I mean, a lot of people have played this. If you don't know this, then fuck. But it's in my opinion, once when you catch the fucking next form, it's almost like what's the point even? You know what I mean? Like you might as well evolve. But even in this game, you can catch like fucking Beedrill. I'm sure Butterfree's around there somewhere. Maybe you can catch Butterfree a little bit easier in the Pikachu form. I wonder if there's any Pokemon, like, maybe, like it's just, like, you don't necessarily need to buy the other one, because it's just, they're a little bit rarer to catch here, but I don't know, I'm sure there's some Pokemon that you're not gonna be able to, I don't know, they probably do that shit on purpose. I don't know, even though I played this game, the first fucking Pokemon game a number of times, it's such a good-ass fucking game. It's a classic, what turned me off for a little bit, obviously, was just like, they're kind of pitting, like, animal against animal, but at the same time, though, if you really think of, like, some of the dialogue, like, these, training them so that they eventually can defend you, but, it's, with Pokemon, for example, I just see it more of, like, just, people themselves, and it's not like they don't have like karate people in the video games, or like black belts or whatever. I don't remember what they go by. I can't remember their names. But it's not like they don't have fighting, like people actually can't fight themselves. But it's just also like these animals or these creatures. They're sentient life too. Like they they have wants and needs just like you do, but I mean, obviously they're just like I'd say they're like a step just below. You know what I mean? I guess on the evolutionary scale, just below us. You know what I mean? Like you have Meowth, for example, that the famous Meowth that from Jesse and James that can talk. It was able to teach itself how to talk. That's fucking. You know, that's from the TV show, but um yeah, I don't know, man. Like, just if Pokemon could talk, which there are obviously some Pokemon that can talk, but and maybe even like telepathically, through thoughts or something. But I digress on that. But if the Pokemon could talk, then like, I mean, they some of them do jobs. Like you see, like a Machoke, or like, you know, there's construction job. You know, they're. I think if the Pokemon didn't want, I mean, they don't probably want to get captured, honestly. But at the same time, like, I mean, it is kind of weird. I mean, like, but I mean, think about it, like, you know what I mean? When you have a pet, for example, like these pets, like, otherwise they're just roaming around, and they're just like, you know what I mean, eating and killing, and you know what I mean. They're just, I guess, in a sense. I mean, some people be like, they're in the fucking way. We need to get rid of them. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's weird how some animals have domesticated themselves amongst us, and it's probably just because it's like they've learned, like, you know, if I just be friendly with them instead of be afraid of them necessarily. I mean, they don't. I guess for some reason they like petting me, they like feeding me. I don't know why, but I'll just stick around. It's a lot easier than having to go out and feed and whatnot for myself. That's what I imagine. That's the perspective of an animal, but that has become domesticated. Some of them obviously I mean, I've like, you know, some animals are a little bit more, you know, intelligent than other ones. But I mean, I'm totally fucking going. I don't know. We're supposed to be talking about Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, but that's just a little a quick update. I mean, I haven't played video games in a while, so it's kind of nice. I mean, after that, I have fucking Super Smash Brothers. That game's gonna be fucking wild and forever. Apparently there was like a glitch so that you can get like all the characters pretty easily and quickly, but they patched that, so now it's gonna be fucking forever to get all the characters. But I don't mind that shit. I mean, I love fucking Super Smash Brothers, so something to do. I'd like to pick up Pokemon Silver again, just as a digital download, put it on the 3DS. I already have Blue version on there. Or even Crystal, whatever. I don't give a fuck. It could be even Gold version. I don't give a fuck. I mean, I don't know why, but I always thought Lugia was cooler than Ho-Oh. Ho-Oh. That's just me. But I guess the other thing, I don't know if I already mentioned, but I watched the deleted scenes, and the reason why I stopped at 21:44 is because I really like the dialogue is like pretty spot on. Obviously, it's very fantasy like, because the chance of this actually, like, you know what I mean, like the banter to have banter like this. It's not too often. I mean, a lot of people are socially awkward and stuff like that. Like, I've only like recently started like throwing like sarcasm around like it's nothing with my boy Vil, and like, you know, we're kind of like fucking like now chuckling from it. But it's not like we haven't been sarcastic before. But I mean, like, I don't know, once when you develop a banter, it's some people can get it immediately. Some people it never happens. So, and I guess that's that. I'm I'm an hour and 6 minutes and 35 seconds in, and I just feel like I guess now is probably the time to talk about it. Some of the topics that would be shown or kind of I don't want to say, yeah, I don't want to, well, some of the topics include like homosexuality and just like same, like, you know, being interested in the same sex, though it might not be the main interest or the main character. Excuse me, Scott Pilgrim. He's never, you know, he's not. He's straight personally, but he doesn't mind homosexuality. Obviously, living literally in the same bed with another man who is 100% gay. obviously, I guess like one way to prove him, like that he still likes women, is that he's got like one of the few things that he owns, a poster on a wall with two women, like about, I think they're making out or they're about to. They are like they're holding each other. It's like one of those that stereotypical poster. Pretty much letting anyone know this is what I'm thinking and this is who I am. I mean, I pretty much have the same thing with this one art piece that I made, chopping up a bunch of. It's not even really an art. I mean, some people are like, it's not even art. I mean, it's pretty much a collage of pornography and fortunes from fortune cookies. But I digress on that. But also with Ramona, she, for a very brief moment, went in and she questioned her own sexuality and decided to experiment with the same sex. And I think, I don't remember how long it lasted, but she decided that it wasn't for her. But I mean, once again, and I think I don't know if they show it in this, but I can't remember his name right now, but the other main character, well, he's not exactly a main character, he's a minor character, but he's the frontman of the band. I can't remember his name right now. I mean, I've watched the movie so many times I can't remember it right now. Stupid. But he's in the books. I remember he comes out as gay, and I think he ends up, I forgot who he ends up like getting with. I can't remember. But I mean, this is just some stuff that I read briefly. I didn't actually. Once again, I've yet to read the full entire fucking series. I'd love to, when I have some money and some time, which would probably be eventually. And the scene that we're at right now is the whole veganism and vegan powers and stuff. Now, obviously, it's fantasy, and he pokes fun at veganism, and I mean, he also gives veganism, like, superpowers for having vegan. I mean, but it's the whole. I don't know. There's just some times where I think I can't remember who created Scott Pilgrim. I think I'm gonna go on a limb. The guy's name's Brian O'Malley. I could be totally wrong about that, so we're gonna find out real quick. But obviously this is, a lot of people could relate to this fucking thing. I guess now I'm stepping away from the whole veganism and all that. Just talking about in general, just the director was Edgar Wright, but you want to tell me who fucking Brian Lee O'Malley? Yeah, okay. What am I getting? Okay, but anyway, everyone's had. I'm not gonna say everyone. Some people are, they're fortunate or unfortunate enough, however you want to see it. I don't know, but they haven't had too many partners, and if they had these partners, it's always ended pretty civil. But then there's always some people who just, they keep, they don't necessarily mean wrong. Maybe they do mean wrong at all. I don't know, but I think by the end of the day, it's just it's for a lot of these exes, for example, like they're going after something that like obviously is long forgotten about them. So to even have this like whole, obviously it's all obviously fantasy and stuff, but it's just like obviously like just the idea of just like there's this one girl who's broken up with so many guys or so many people in general, not just guys. That they've all formed an alliance to make sure that she'll never be able to have a lover herself, and it's constantly growing for her, I guess, with every ex. But obviously Scott kind of ends that thing. But and I think that's exactly. Just eventually, like sometimes you're gonna date horrible people, and sometimes you're the horrible person. Scott is obviously no super catch really at all. They're in a barely functioning. Well, they're a functioning band, but like, obviously they're just picking up scraps at that moment. And obviously by the end of it, the end of the movie, they've sold out, and they've gotten to hypothetically the top of where a musician should be. And obviously, Kim, the drummer, she's not happy because Kim is the real genuine musician, whereas I still can't remember the other guy's name. Steven Stills, I think it's Steven. I think his name's Steven. But I'm not saying he's not a musician himself, because he's obviously a friend of the band. He's written a lot of the music. I think he might have even written all of it. But he's the desperate musician, whereas Kim's not exactly desperate. But like, I guess she's desperate in one where she needs to find a band, but at the same time, I don't know. I mean, because deep down, who does? I mean, if you do something like that, you definitely, like, you want to get something out of it, but I don't know. I guess I'll leave it all at that. Continuing on with the fucking film. So I stopped it at 1:38:31, and for the last couple of minutes, I've been just really feeling the sensation. I'm just like, I mean, I'm only 26, but for whatever reason, I just feel like this is like now behind me. I like this, the same stuff I felt with like indie rock, and you know what I mean. It was really, I mean, I understand the story. Maybe I just understand the story so much. It's not like I couldn't watch this movie again. It's just, I don't know. It's I've watched this movie so many times, and this is the same thing that, like, Fight Club. It happened to me kind of. I just feel I've stepped a little bit away from Fight Club, Drive even, because I mean, just the actual why am I so fascinated with this, and like what makes me so drawn to it, and like once you get to your answers, you're just like, man, like, I don't know. And I'm not it's a really good movie. I think that it just really, the audience is just very slim. It's very extremely slim. You're looking at, like, I mean, I'm 26 now, and I'm like now starting to feel like I'm already out of it. So like, you have about maybe as young as, I would say, maybe 13, maybe as young as 13 to 26. I mean, I would say it'd probably be about 18 to 26 if you're being as real, maybe 17. But I mean, it's very slim of an audience, and things come and go. So I don't know. It's a really good film. I highly recommend it, but I've watched it maybe too many times now. Maybe I'll change my mind when I finish the film. We'll see. There's a lot of adult themes in here. There's a lot of things to soak in. So. And 1:38:58. I mean, like, kind of like, it's almost like the movie jabbed me, going like, "Hey, man, like, what the fuck is up?" Because I mean, like, literally, one scene that I kind of just clicked with me just now is this scene when when Scott dies for the first time, and he's in this like limbo world, and Ramona comes up to him, and I mean, like, the line really that kind of just struck with me is just like, maybe I'm not the one you should be fighting for, because in the first, I mean, he dies because, I mean, he gets this sort of love or whatever, you know what I mean? He's fighting for love, which is, you know what I mean? It's a very strong a thing to do, but to fight for your own identity, to fight for who you are and what you stand for and represent, I feel like and when you've been disrespected and like disgraced, like, do you just like take it on the cheek, or do you, like, how do you is it, you know what I mean? Like, what do you do? I stopped at 1:46:10. Nega Scott versus Scott. It's essentially like, I mean, he in like literally a couple of seconds or a minute or so. Excuse me. They're gonna be walking out together, going like, "Hey, you doing, like, you know, shooting the shit, and you know, going out like, you know, you want to go." It's essentially just like, the whole message of Scott Pilgrim vs. the World is not only to take care of your friends and family, that's what you should be doing, is to also take care of yourself. But like, you can't be that selfish. I mean, you gotta fucking, you know, open your fucking eyes sometimes. But I mean, honestly, man, like, I feel like, I mean, watching Gideon get kicked, it just reminded me, like, that's just, I don't know, I was that indie douchebag. I mean, maybe I'm still a douchebag nowadays. I mean, if I could be any category, I would not want to be a douchebag. I just want to be an asshole. And the only reason why I'm an asshole is because, I mean, it's like, if everyone else is going to stink, I mean, I might as well be one too. But with that all being said, yes, I wash my ass in the sink. I'm going to stand up with the caca catcher. I don't do it all the time, but sometimes you don't got toilet paper. So I'm standing up with the caca catcher. You got to stand up with the fucking weirdos that just sometimes weren't taught everything. So, and, I mean, for me, it's also a level of laziness too. I'll admit that. I don't know what's going on with the caca catcher. I don't know, man. I just was eating me up inside, man. You ever feel guilt like that? You just gotta be real. I just gotta be honest. I gotta tell the truth. It's just, cause I can't. I hate deceit, man. I hate corruption. Secrets can be good if they're surprises that are like good surprises, but not fucking secrets that are bad. I mean, we all fucking looked up some terrible, come on, if you looked up some pornography, you've looked up some shit that you probably shouldn't have, and you just, because you were curious, you just want to know what the fuck it looked like. That's it. Come on, get over yourself. Get over the fact that, you know what I mean, like, I'm telling myself this too. I gotta get over the fact that, like, just like, you know what I mean, the past is the past, this is now. I mean, account for what you've done in the past. You mean, fucking, I have to account for everything I've done in the past. You know what I mean? But, like, to learn from it, live by it, and fucking move forward. Don't keep repeating the same fucking mistake. Otherwise, you're gonna give up. You're gonna give up, because you're just fucking, like, if the same thing keeps happening to you, then you're doing something. You're obviously doing something. I'm not gonna say it's wrong or right. It's just maybe it's not the right time. Maybe it's the wrong time. Maybe you are doing something wrong. I don't know. Maybe you need to switch up your plan a little bit. Maybe you need to do this first instead of that first. I don't know, man. You gotta. If it's not working out, put it to the side. Maybe you don't got time to put it aside. Maybe you got to think about it right now. Look before you leap. That is something that I've been thinking about all the time, like the last couple of days. You got to look before you leap. Look. Let's say, for example, this is a very small look before I leap. I have to look at the time before I go and say the time is 1:46:10 on the movie, because otherwise I'm like wasting a little bit. I mean, this is once again a very small example of look before you leap. You look, then you leap. I mean, I have fallen prey to jumping into the pool not knowing there was water time and time again, and it's mainly because you want to know why? It's because I'm fucking stupid and I don't care about being stupid sometimes. But when you're stupid, those times of not giving a shit that you're stupid, those dumb ass times that you are fucking stupid, wrong time, wrong place. See, some people get fucking hurt, some people get killed. So it's just, it's easier sometimes to be dumb. It's easier to fucking not have to weigh out options and fucking think about this and that and think about the future and think about the now and have to reflect on the goddamn past all the fucking time, and there's just constantly new thoughts coming in your mind, and some of these thoughts don't mean fucking anything. They just fucking flow into your mind and they don't mean a damn thing. But I digress. I'm going back to fucking Scott Pilgrim, finishing it up. Once again, take care of your fucking self. Take care of your fucking self. I'm taking care of my fucking self. Sometimes you gotta stand up for your fucking self. Sometimes you gotta make a fucking stand. You gotta let people know this is what I believe, and this is who I am. Because if you don't fucking tell them, they're never gonna fucking know. They're never gonna fucking know. And maybe that's a good thing. Maybe they don't need to know. Maybe they never should have known. I don't know. I don't know the situation of the fucking scenario. So, look before you leap. I also want to say, if it's possible to clone sperm, then women can kill every single man, and there could be no man left on Earth, and no baby that has a penis on Earth if they wanted to. All they need to do is just continuously copy sperm, and just sperm cells specifically, male sperm cells, human being, sperm cells. And, obviously they could just, put, every man in these, fucking, concentration camps where they're just milking them. And then, you don't even need that much. You would need to do that for, 1 day, and you'd have, enough for, the rest of... Probably maybe not for the rest of, forever, but... this is hypothetical. So now I just finished Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. And honestly, the feeling I had about, 10 minutes ago or 20 minutes left in the movie, how I felt like I could just leave it behind. I could still probably watch it. Right now, I take back what I felt. It's still got it's a very youthful movie, that's for sure. So, with that all being said, yeah, I don't know. Once again, if you like, I would say it's Canadian anime. That's what it is. It doesn't even matter if I'm not sure what, I know he's of Asian background. I'm not sure of which much. Not that it fucking even matters. This guy could be black. You can make black. This guy could be black and living in Canada and still make anime. It's possible to do that shit. I think James Stokoe has definitely some like Canadian anime stuff that he's making for sure. I mean, honestly, I really see the different. I guess the only difference that they call, I mean, like, it's all, they're all cartoons, they're all comics by the end of the day, but I mean, like, the only reason why one thing's called one thing and another thing's called another is just because of fucking, culture, or fucking just where they were made? I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. Teach their own, I guess. But it's a comic book, regardless. I don't know. I don't want to fucking... Or not an anime. It's not an anime. It's a fucking manga. My bad. Some people are like, dude, I wonder when he's going to catch it, or if he's going to catch it at all. Someone just probably also clicked out going like, this guy doesn't even fucking know. Another person thinks that I'm racist. Another person thinks that I'm just an asshole for doing this. So, the last thing I'm going to do is make myself more of an asshole. As someone who has also fucked up many times with social media, I'm starting to feel like I got the hang of it now, and my only gripe against it is that, like, I mean, I don't know, everyone has their ways of doing it. The way I need to follow only a certain amount of people. I can't follow more than, like, if I'm following, like, thousands, like, I'm not seeing, and, like, I want to see what people are doing and how they're doing it. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of people that are doing fantastic things in the world. Don't get me wrong. I mean, like, you gotta dip your toe in the fucking water. There's some people who are like, like, they have fucking 4,000 followers and they got like 4,000, and they're following 4,000 people, like, give or take. And it's just, if that's how you're supposed to do it, I don't want to live on Earth, I guess. It's such like a... I don't know, man, because don't get me wrong, what I'm doing right now is I'm, like, putting promos up from this podcast onto, like, social media. I'm putting, like, pictures of me, you know what I mean, like, just showing myself constantly working on shit every day. It's almost like see, on one side, like, it's almost like I'm fucking, like, eating into this, I'm feeding this, the system that has been made in front of me, in one sense. But on the other side, like, it's like, this is the kind of, like, attitude I've always wanted to do. It's just every day I'm just constantly working on something, and there's, like, I don't mind resting some days, but I'm sick of just, like, sitting around. When I sit around and do nothing, I feel like I've wasted a day. Unless I, like, really, really feel like I need to rest right now, or if I need to go on a vacation or something, like that Los Angeles thing. I was gonna say Las Vegas, but Los Angeles trip. It ended up being a vacation, but I wish I just always had that idea in mind, because it was just a vacation, and I would have fucking lived it up a little bit more. But that's besides the point. With Facebook, for example, like, I've had, like, hundreds of friends, and then I delete all, like, and I'm now just, like, down to, like, a bare minimum. And it's, like, probably not everyone that there's still probably people out in the universe, or in the world anyway, that I'd still want to be friends with, or become friends with. Facebook has rubbed me such a wrong way. I mean, obviously, I understand, once again, like, marijuana is still such a fucking taboo subject. Like, I don't know how much longer it really is going to be a taboo subject for. It's just, like, it's either going to be, like, fucking legalized right away, or it's really going to be another fucking, like, who knows how many more years. And we got abortion fucking shit going on again. It's just, like, god damn. And I will say, honestly, okay, so a state does definitely have, in my opinion, a state should be allowed if they don't want abortion in this state, then, or even, like, in a county or whatever. Like, it's just, on one side, though, like, should like, specific cultures or whatnot, like, integrate amongst themselves, or should they literally integrate amongst other people, too? I mean, obviously the other one works, but, like, you see it all the time, certain cultures, like, there's an Asian community, there'll be a black community, and sometimes this shit is forced upon it because of, obviously, those in power, don't get me wrong, but then there's also the people that, like, you want to stick to your tribe, or your clan, or whatever the fuck they say. But I think that's living in comfort. Like, we gotta, like, the biggest thing is, like, sometimes you just gotta get out of that bubble, because I'm gonna tell you right now, that bubble isn't gonna be there forever. We all can't be living in comfort forever. That's not right. It's not, I mean, regardless if there's a heaven or not. I mean, like, I'm not saying that we can't completely live in a comfort, like a safe zone. I mean, some people, if you want to live that way, you know what I mean, you want to, protect your children from all these thoughts that once, like, all these things that are also going on in the world, like, what happens? What the fuck happens? I mean, obviously, you can keep denying all you want. Will every single one of your kids, all your friends, all your family, will they all line up with you and just all deny and just, like, hold strong? I'm sure in some scenarios, yeah, sure, but, like, some of them, like, they're gonna break off because they're like, you've been telling me lies, and they might even go down paths that you'd never even wanted them to go down, and they probably would never have gone down. All you do is just fucking teach and show them, and you were too afraid to fucking show them. One thing I definitely learned from Health's Slaves of Fear, just in the title alone, we're all fucking slaves of fear, man. We gotta stop being afraid of shit. Like, just paranoia is gonna kill us, man. Fucking fear is gonna kill us. Like, not the actual threat themselves. Like, we're fucking, like, and I'm not even, like, I don't, what I mean? I'm just a fucking dude. I don't fucking know anything. So I'm listening to A Means to an End by Joy Division, and I feel like that's a pretty good indication that I should end this. I got shit to do. Alright. If you enjoyed this, please, thank you for listening, first off. I want to say that so much. Like, I'm not, yes, I'm doing this so that people can listen and stuff like that. I'm just, once again, reaching out, hoping that there are other people out there in the fucking world that agree with what I have to say. So, GRMBLS, that is on all social media, that is on YouTube right now. Thanks again for listening. Be easy, keep it moving. I guess just one last thing, I guess just to clear it all up, because I just said it so fast without even realizing, because there's just so many other dumb things I was saying besides the movie. But yeah, like, when I saw Gideon get kicked in the fucking face, I mean, once again, like, I always wanted, like, there was a time where I wanted glasses like that. There was a time where my hair was like that before I went bald and decided to stay bald instead of being a balding freak. I never really was, like, I mean, for me, I always root for the hero, generally. I mean, it's funny, because I'm not the hugest fan of Superman, but sometimes I feel like I got Superman, like, motives, I guess. But, like, I don't know, for Gideon, I mean, at the same time, though, like, you always gotta, like, just sometimes it's not bad to just throw yourself in the same shoe as the shoes as another character, like, just to see, is this character even a real human being, or are they? I mean, obviously, are they a real character, or are they a fake character? And obviously, once again, you're built around this fantasy, but, like, this jaded ex-boyfriend that wants to be with this, with whoever they want to be with for the end of time. If it obviously it shouldn't be, then it shouldn't be. But some people obviously just, like, they can't accept the truth, I guess. Yeah, I guess that's really what it comes down to, is just not accepting the truth. And it's not like it takes a while for everyone to realize the truth of all this. So, I mean, Gideon, he had to realize the truth that, like, he and Ramona were never gonna be, and if he just realized that, even he put so much time and energy in this giant facade that ended up being bullshit, when he could have just been like, okay, I need to change my character, I need to become a better human being. What did I do? What am I doing that's fucked up? What am I doing wrong? And then you just realize it can get to a point where either you were in the wrong or you just weren't right for them. And that's all it really came down to. And that's it. And maybe they weren't right for you. It could be either or. I mean, shit happens. And I don't know if it has to do with fucking cinema and media and general entertainment that really makes you, like, really want to connect with people, or if it's just literally a natural reaction. You just want to connect with people just so you know that you're not alone. But I mean, with Ramona, she had to come to terms with obviously her past. She kept running away from her past, and I mean, maybe she was kind of naive in the way of breaking up, because or maybe she, you know what I mean, she just didn't really think about the other person's feelings at all. That once again, like, we're all human beings, so maybe that's just one thing that she should have realized. And I'm sure she learned that, or maybe she just always knew that. I'm not sure. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know how much Romano is really in the wrong, per se. Because obviously there's a little bit of fantasy based, like, I don't know. But, and Scott, I mean, he definitely had to learn about, you know, himself, like, you know, who he is as a human being. Like, you know, he had all this potential, but he just, for some reason, just didn't give a flying fuck. He was just, like, letting it pass him by. He was more interested in falling in love. That was his, I mean, he ends up leaving the band obviously he leaves the band because of, other pretenses, but, I mean, he shouldn't have been in that band the only reason why he was in that band was because of his friend. But his friend was looking for, different dreams, Stephen Stills. Once again, I believe it's Stephen Stills. I hope I'm saying right. I hope I'm saying the right guy. Kim, once again, she would rather have been in a band, but in an underground band. And maybe Scott would have maybe agreed with what Kim was going for. But once again, he's very lethargic, didn't give a shit. I mean, once again, he's only 22 in the movie, or I don't know, I'm not sure. I think he might be the same age in the book. I actually have to reread. I mean, I read about, like, the first 2 books or so. But that was years ago. Very, very long time ago. Yeah, I don't know, it's crazy. I mean, as you could see, like, literally, you know, you see how I changed my mind. I mean, people can change their mind too. It's very simple to do that, and it sucks how easy a mind can be changed, but at the same time, it can be a good thing how easy a mind can be changed. It all depends on the time and the place. So, yeah, I guess that was just what I wanted to add. I think I'm done now.